Over the course of history, humans have always strived to be bigger, better, and stronger. Evolution showcases this through the linear growth of our people. Evolution showcases this through the linear growth. However, in the 21st century, a new tool threatens our linear growth, instead forcing our backs to bend and our necks to crane as it becomes a permanent fixture in our hands. That tool is the phone. Our crippling dependency on technology and social media addiction are the main proponents of the modern literacy crisis. Because the internet is lightning fast and unlimited in its amount of information, we are constantly bombarded with endless pings and notifications. And because of this, research has shown that our attention span has decreased from about 12 seconds in 2000 to around 8 seconds today. With regards to literacy, our comprehension skills and critical thinking skills are constantly interrupted. For children, especially, the temptation to play an online game overpowers the desire to read for fun, causing them to develop increasingly poor habits that will continue on for generations. But even if I say all of this, it's hard to conceptualize if you have no personal experience. For me, in particular, the literacy crisis was always real, but it was grounded away, like a faraway mountain, obscure in the fog. In my own bliss of reading and writing, I couldn't imagine that so many people lacked the same access to this privilege that I had. My research taught me that the world was changing for the worse and that I needed to do something to change it for the better. But how could I, as a high school student, even begin to do that? As a freshman, I began drafting my plan that I would implement, but my own doubt would always trip me up. It always came back to that same question. How could I, as a high school student, even begin to tackle the insurmountable problem that was the literacy crisis? For 2 years, I silently wallowed in my determination to improve literacy that was hindered by my lack of faith. Looking back now, my fears seem so irrelevant, and I wish that I just took that leap of faith sooner so that, yes, I could make those mistakes that I was so scared of, but also so that I can grow, not only the tangible size of my impact, but also myself as a person. It took the pressure of junior year to rattle my urgency like a rice cooker, my fears dissipating once I realized that this is my last chance to complete something on my high school bucket list and finally conquer my fears. And so I tried. I came up with my own literacy initiative, but even getting started and coming up with the name was difficult because I thought that even one small mistake could dismantle all of my efforts. After multiple drafts of names and bugging several people, I finally came up with this: Lit Up. Lit for literacy and up for advancing it. At the time, I had no idea just how many meanings this name could encompass. But now, after having served more than 300 students through Lit Up, I'm so proud to be able to say that Lit Up captures the excitement on my students' faces once they gain confidence in themselves and their literacy skills. Lit Up allowed for my intimate encounter with the literacy crisis, where I finally got to see the students behind the statistics. And through working with these students, I realized that while some of them may excel in reading and writing, most of them struggle to read even one word by themselves while hiding behind those who can. Working with these students has taught me more than any research on the literacy crisis could have. Through completing worksheets together and talking with them, I realized that all they really liked to talk about was playing Roblox or online games or watching TV shows. And in contrast with how enamored I was with reading and writing when I was their age, it proved to me that our society is undergoing a reverse metamorphosis. And I realized that any ounce of effort to prevent this reverse metamorphosis would be worth it. I had no I had no reason to worry about the extent of my impact because anything that could prevent this dire situation would be worth it. And so if I could impact even one student, and if I could help bolster their confidence and interest in reading and writing through helping them spell one word or helping them in one conversation, then I succeeded in my goal. Ultimately, Lit Up has allowed me to transform not only myself, but my community. Through it, I have gained so much, from skills like empathy, teaching, leading, public speaking, and I know that the children I impacted will always carry the fun and joy from our afternoons of learning with them. It has also allowed me to gain an appreciation for the smaller things and finally conquer my fear of failure and not making an impact. So even though the digital age is a threat to literacy and the growth of humans as a whole, supporting the young changemakers who dare to make a difference in this field and others will undoubtedly cause a ripple effect throughout the entire community. Never be afraid to fight for a better future for yourself and others, because when you do that, you don't just change the world outside of you, you change the world inside of you. And that change will always spread. Thank you.